Check it out.
Yo, what is up? What's up? If you're watching this, my recommended settings is going to be 1.5, 1.2. Get all that information in. We're getting ready to get started. Just setting everything up here, getting some links out. Feel free to hit the like button, the share button, the all button, whatever button you feel like you want to hit. We're getting ready to get it in, talk some Zen world, as well as some extra crypto stuff. But just letting some other people know about this while I post the link, and we're getting ready to get it started, y'all. So thanks for hanging out.
Check it out.
What's up, Damien? We outside. What up, Shaka Vibes? What up, believe in yourself? Let me turn this music down so we can believe in ourselves. I get this mic right too. I gotta get this fixed. Whoop, there we go. Whoop, there it is. What's up, world? How's it going, YouTube? How's it going, cyberspace and internet land? This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video about that Zen world and about that crypto. If you know the vibes, you know the vibes, man. We be here Monday through Friday, chatting all the time, talking about crypto, mainly Zen. That's the topic of 2023, as it should be. It's the most fairly launched crypto on the planet right now. There is a lot of people imitating, but there ain't nothing like Zen, and that's kind of why it's clonable. It's imitationable, like imitation crab. Everybody want to be crab, but they don't want to pay crab prices. You know what I'm saying? So same idea here. Yeah, that's what we talk about on this channel. We talk about Zen, and then what's beautiful about Zen is it's mighty morphing into a top 10 cryptocurrency. So we are starting to talk more about other cryptos and the overall economical venture into crypto, right? You want to bring liquidity into crypto, but the only way they're going to come in is if we actually have businesses being built, we actually have decentralization happening, if there's actual shit going on. That's the only way we're going to get new liquidity in masses. So we talk about that too on this channel, and it all comes together. Yeah. All right. But let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into it. Numbers going up, says Dank. That's what's gonna be going down before they know it. They're gonna be like, damn, what these Indians over here doing? Believe in yourself. You're saying, bruh, I got miners. I need to know how to communicate the function to have the miner mint Zen block. Like, do I get the miner to mine Zen blocks, or do I communicate that through the computer? Man, I'm hella confused on what you're asking me right now. What I'm thinking, though, let's start it off. To the left, chill. To the right, chill. I'm over here. I'm hashing my ass off. Look at these. I went crazy and went ahead and swooped some instances on my Zen blocks. We'll kick it off with some Zen block talk. My Zen blocks went ahead and got 12 RTX 3060s for $1.42. Wasn't that bad. Had great T-flops, 144 gigabytes worth of VRAM. Then I swooped this one. It's 10 RTX A4000s. This one is 160 gigabytes of VRAM, 206 T-flops for $1.50. So this one was actually the real banger. Yeah, it looks like I'm moving up a little bit. I'm feeling the pressure from people minting and the difficulty staying pretty steady. It hasn't really fallen below back to 70,000 area ever. So I think it's pretty stable above 80,000, pretty much above 83,000. Doesn't drop too much lower than that. Maybe it'll go to 81 sometimes. But because of that means you're going to start to need more GPU power to keep up with the hashes if you are somebody who's like trying to keep up with the leaderboard. So I'm trying to like move up the leaderboard. So since I'm trying to do that game, I'm playing the leaderboard game. I'm feeling it. I am feeling the hash rate is harder to obtain because more people are in the game. So they've bought up the instances that are the cheapest. So now there's becoming instances that are, if you've been around, you're like, oh, that's not the floor. But it's an unfortunate event. You can't control it. People want to get online. They're going to get themselves, some instances. And once you let it go, it's gone. So I'm trying to hold these for as long as I can. You see this one up here I've had for 10 days. So we're gonna try to keep these ones for as long as we can. Because yeah, again, it's everything is feeling like it's starting to catch some traction, some interest. 2-3 weeks ago, we was crazy. People were looking at us like we were fucking weird. Now they're probably watching my tutorial videos and slowly DCAing in. But to answer your question, dude, I think you need to check out your Jupiter and make sure that you're running 2 terminals. If you're saying miner and connect miners, like I don't understand what that means. But in my assumption of what you're saying is you have 1 terminal and it's showing you mining, and then you have another terminal which should be the one where you start your miner. And it all depends on how you're doing it. So if you're using my guide, then you should have 2 windows. And yeah, that's where your disconnect is. You need 2 windows. So if you only have 1 window, that's why you're not seeing any blocks happen. Gonna have to do it. Go back, watch the guide, follow that motherfucker, and you should be good. Oh man, I closed out all my windows. I want to keep one of these up. This one. Yeah, and I know that guide works, bro, because I be throwing within my one-liner guide, which you'll get below in the description. So if you are looking for some help on getting to XENBLOCKs, down below in the description you'll find the guide. If you go into my videos here on YouTube, maybe I should put I'll put the video link in this as well, so you can have the video guide that goes with this guide. But you just follow this step by step. Now this one right here, this one's the single line command. So I like this one now. This is like my favorite one to use because this one only takes 5 minutes to set up the miner. You drop all the commands in at one time, and then it flows through. The difference though between this one and this one, which you'll see advertised a little bit more than the single line, is in my perception, some people go, why do you need 2? I want 1. This is just for me. This is just because I'm crypto bro and I'm trying to help people understand. I think that there's no reason for you not to know what you're doing. So this guide is for you to build the miner step by step. So it can take 10 to 20 minutes to set up your miner. But what you're doing in tangent is you're learning about each step. That way, if you run into an issue, you don't have to go and ask anybody like, hey, why is something broken? You just go back and reference the step. And then if the step is giving you an error, you just use Zen GTP. Chat GPT. There's also Zen, but I would probably use Chat GTP for this one because this allows you to have code and stuff like that. But you just debug whatever errors you're getting. And if you watch the videos that I've made, I think I get some errors while I'm making the video. So you can kind of see what's cracking in that facility. But yeah, so start on this one. Once you get advanced, you can move to the single line. And then this is the one that's going to speed up your life. So if you haven't started using this one, definitely go below, get the guide, get this configuration so that anytime you make a new instance, it's nothing more than a drag and drop. And I'll show you how simple this is right now. Actually, let me get my custom one-liner. And again, when you get this, just fork it, clone it, fork it. You know what I'm saying? For all I care, you can clone it, fork it, and push it to other people. Who cares? But yeah, so once you configure it, because the thing about the single line XENBLOCK miner is you're going to need to configure the address. So that says that right here, edit address above for your personal ETH address. If you don't edit your address right here, that's on you, fam. So I don't have to do it every single time. I made a page with two different builds. This one has an architecture for 86, and then this one has an architecture for 89. That's the bigger, newer NVIDIA's. And it's up to you, bro. If you want to get mad advanced, you can do it. It's up to you. It's all up to you. But yeah, check it out. I'm gonna show you how fast we can do this, but we gotta get something that makes some sense. So let's do some unverified machines because we ain't gonna spend a lot. And I don't like this person up here. That's not good. That one I already know it's not good. Yeah, everybody copping them. Everybody copping them. Damn. Okay, we gotta go down. Here, we'll go to 4. See if there's any gems at the 4 range. Is there any gems? Not really any gems. But for me right now, I feel like if you're gonna be spending money. I guess you can get 2. Let's see what's the 2 prices looking like right now. Damn, two of these that's expensive, bro. That's too expensive right there. That's too expensive. So we're gonna go to 1. Oh, because I have my GPU filter on it right now. Let's reset that. I made it so that you could only see like 100 T-flops. And you can't get one. There's not one GPU that has 100 T-flops. At least that I know of. There probably is, but it's probably like way too expensive. Man, there's hella people throwing up 4090s on here right now. That's crazy. Let's see the unverified price on the ones. Okay, yeah, see, this is why you want to do unverified. You can find the super cheap ones, but these ones could be broken. So just know that that's possible. Man, these are all ghetto. I don't want to do any of these. This is the shopping process when shopping for GPUs. Rates 4.2. We're gonna just get one of these right here from Texas. Yeehaw! Shout out Texas. Oh no, we'll do this one from South Africa. Believe in yourself. How would you get a miner to mint XENBLOCKs? See, that's what I'm saying though. It's like asking, how do you climb a how do you get a, I don't know, like, it's like, what are you really not understanding? That's the question you should be asking yourself before you ask a question. Damn, bad gateway. Okay, so this is a pop one. Let's see if it reopens. Nah, bad gateway. This is the only issue with, man, let's do it on RunPod. I haven't done RunPod in a while. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to quit. We're going to quit Vast. Sometimes, this is the problem with Vast. The Vast GPUs, they're just like hit or miss sometimes. All right, fuck it. We'll give it one more try. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do verified because I'm live. How about that? That's what I need to stop doing. Unverified when I'm live because that's not going to help me here. So we'll just do verified and we'll do this one right here. We'll do this 49, this 3090 here. It should work. It's verified. And this is what I'm noticing too. I'm noticing that like a lot of these instances now, they used to be months. So you can still find some that allow you to have it for a month. But now I'm starting to see more and more that are just a couple days or like a month. You know, like it's not like it gives you months. Like this one right here, I can have for 4 months. As long as I'm willing to pay it for 4 months, they'll let me keep it. Maybe they'll turn me off. But there are ways for you to lock yourself into, like, so that, if it has this little thing next to it, you can buy them by month. And when you buy it by month, it doesn't get interrupted. And if it does get interrupted, you can talk to Vast AI and stuff and have like support. You feel me? Yo, what's happening? I'm done with unverified machines. I feel you, Shaka. Yeah, that it's too hard. Like, you can find them, but man, you're fishing. You're fishing. Sometimes people look at this verified machine. This one's taking a little bit long time, but no, it's okay. Check some. And this is why I like RunPod. Let's look at RunPod. So RunPod, what's cool about it is it has a much better interface, and they have, in my opinion, just like a much smoother interaction. That's why you're paying a higher price per hour per GPU, but it's not that bad. It's just like, well, what do you call it? It is what it is, you know. Hi George. Deploy. I'm still. I mean, I haven't ran RunPod in a while, but it's there. See, look at this one. Shit taking forever, bro. Watch. I bet I can get a RunPod started quicker. This is like wasting too much time. Just so I can show the homie how to rock. Here, we're gonna do this one here. Deploy. Confirm. Deploy. My bots. Let's see what pod. Let's see what opens first. So this one's still loading. Still trying to comprehend all 4. I guess that's something I didn't do there. This one's only one, but still. And this is another thing I like about RunPod versus Vast. You saw how it had the terminal window there? You could actually see it like building out the terminal. Here you can't see it. Here you got this little status bar right here, which is telling you how what the terminal is doing. So yeah, on 1,000%, RunPod is better than Vast. But on a price level, Vast is more affordable. But that's what you're paying for, frustration. Like if you feel frustrated over here, that's what you're frustrated about. Like look how long that shit took to load, and now I can open it. In RunPod, I'm already open. I'm already going, dude. So again, if you're having some issues with building this type of stuff out, more than likely it's nothing to do with you. It's probably just the program. And this is something that RunPod, nice. This is something that as a community we are trying to correct and help. Here we go. Look at that. Now we're going. And this is the one-liner, right? So this is the single line guide that I was just trying to show you. Take this, you update it, put your ETH address here. All you do is go to the terminal of your rented GPU, drag and drop, hit enter. It's going to build it out. If there's any errors, you'll be able to see it while it's processing. It'll let you know. So, yep. And this is just going to work. And within a couple seconds or minutes, I should have it up. So this one has 4. Another thing I do on my personal guide is I go ahead and just keep instances up to 12. So I can just copy and paste however many I need. So right now I need 4 because I got a 4-pack. So we go over here, CD into the Zen miner file. Boy, it's too easy. Get started today, Miss Cleo. Call me now. Oh shit, it's not there yet. Hold on, we gotta wait. I'm too fast right now. I'm being too fast. So it's still building out. All right, this one finished though. So we're gonna bring up another terminal over here. We're gonna go ahead and CD into Zen miner. Also, I guess on RunPod it's easier too. So check this out. On RunPod, what I could do is I can click and open the file over here, and then I can click the plus, and it's gonna be there. So then I hit terminal, and then I just do this. Over here though, I only got 1, so I shouldn't do all this stuff here. Should just run 1. 1. So it's saying something's not recognized. Okay, finally, the located directory file is not recognized. So there's something happening here. I can't troubleshoot this right now because I don't want to. I wonder what it is. Oh, this is what it is. Python 3 miner.py -- GPU equals true. All right, so now this popped up. This grabbed the hash rate or something. All right, there it goes. So it's active, no blocks. Let me go ahead and get that terminal back up real quick so I can see what the fuck I just did. So you learn how to use this program too. If you need to see where your terminals are, you just go over here and then you just hit this button that looks like a stop button. You could hover over it. It'll say running terminals and kernels. Then you can come down here and you can find your terminals so that you can relaunch anything that you've opened. Just some cool stuff. Just some Jupyter Lab vibes. But yeah, so now this one's going. So let's go ahead and make sure this one starts going. But first we got to do. Some devs would say, hey, why are you typing? I would say, man, learn, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of learning. And shit, I don't even type as much as I used to type, so it's fun to have a reason to type. All right, there goes that. I'm gonna go over here, recopy this. All right, just got another one online. So see here, I got 4 going. Damn. These things are rocking. They're pumping out 13,000 hashes. That's actually really great. How much is this? How much am I paying for this? I already forgot. Oh, $1.40 because I'm just trying to show how fast and easy it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to run this for a little bit, but I'm going to turn it off in a little bit. But you see, that's what I mean. Whatever minor issue you're having, it's probably because you're making a mistake somewhere. It's too easy to set up a Zen miner. You can do it 2 different ways. You can run into issues and then instantly be like, oh, I know how to debug that. So most of the problems I see people running into when it comes to this is their own capabilities of slowing down. So just slow down a little bit. And again, if you need help, take my advice, use the guide that has 13 steps and learn each step. And if you want, drop this whole thing into GTP and ask it to explain it to you so you can truly understand it, because it should work every single time. Every single time. Every single time. So we'll let this rock. I'm gonna let it rock. But yeah, let's talk about some Zen, bro. The fuck? Fuck Zen blocks, right? Nah, Zen blocks is the wave though. This guy reminded me. He posted it. He's got the best chart for it. Shout out Christopher. I don't follow you? Damn, bro. Let me follow you, bro. Get you to follow real quick. So this right here is his perspective of how everything's gonna work. Is there a better photo of this? Let's see if we can find a better photo. That one's kind of pixelated. Right here. Yep. So everything I was just talking about, like setting up your Zen miner, you're basically, printing XNM and blocks right now to secure the network as everything else comes on top of the Zenium network. So I love this. This is what I like about this display here. If you're still kind of confused on what's going on, this is a great visual representation of the perception of the vision. So this isn't anything at all to do with what Jack is saying or Zensu. This is an interpretation of what the community has in mind of what should be expected from all of this work, if that makes any sense, right? Like you don't want to just go to a construction site and just go, all right, guys, here's all the stuff, let's build, right? Like that's not productive. You go to the construction site with the vision of like, all right, we're going this high, we're going to use this material, we're going to do this, this, and this, right? X, Y, Z. So in an instance, we kind of reversed engineered how a typical blockchain is created. Usually the blockchain is made and then developers create, and then it gets to the user, right? Then the user comes online. In Zen, it's a little bit different. It's like the user came first because it's a fair launch, and the user was a part of the creation of the legacy of the ledger, right? Because right now we're on a legacy ledger. So Zen is going to be, in my opinion, a legacy ledger, similar to Ethereum, similar to Bitcoin. Because again, you're going to be able to burn Zen forever for XN. Like it's not like it's a one-time event where you burn for XN. You get to burn your Zen for XN all the time. Now the allocation of burning for all the time gets lower and lower, but there's no cap on not the allocation of burning. So the amp is getting smaller in Zen, which is the disinflationary factor of it. So over time, less Zen is being created, which means less XN will be created from burning Zen. Now, XN will still be created as a reward as people who are validators are validating transactions. They're creating new XN. So it's actually infinite. XN is infinite, similar to Zen, where it's infinite, but its creation has choke points in a sense to make sure it's still a little scarce as we go into the future, as we go 10 years into scaling the supply, right? So that is something I think a lot of people take away or don't really mention when they start talking about like Zen and X1. And I see tons of people saying like, I don't even know how XNM and Zen work together. Like they're like, how do these help each other? And the same with like VMPX. People are like, how does VMPX and, you know, work with X&M, right? So in a sense, it's all about liquidity and securing the network with a finite supply type concept, but with technology to increase the participation. So Zen was built on all different chains, right? 13 different blockchains. So that's 13 different types of technology that Zen has inside of itself, right? It's not just Ethereum EVM. It's Ethereum EVM plus Avalanche, Ethereum EVM plus Polygon, and so on and so on. So its tech is pretty huge. And then the same goes for VMPX, but VMPX is much more compact because it's dealing with more legacy, right? So Zen in itself will be a legacy chain. It's just not there yet because it's still new. It's only a year old. But real legacy chains such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, they have VMPX, which is acting as their bridge to do cross-chain swaps, decentralized, and you don't have to wrap your Bitcoin. Now you will have to transform your Bitcoin into VMPX. All right, so I don't know, that's for the other devs. If this makes you horny over here, if VMPX is making you horny, then you can be the person that creates the fucking wrap Bitcoin on the ETH side and doesn't use VMPX for marketing reasons, right? But in actuality, that's what's going to happen here. VMPX is acting as the liquidity pool token that you can swap in between these two chains so that there's always liquidity and you're not relying on like a USDT or a USDC, which could be a rug pull or even a DAI. You're relying more on a stable idea. It's kind of how I perceive it. And that's why the tokenomics of how it is staked is very important for VMPX, because if it's staked correctly, or not staked correctly, but if staking is introduced in the correct manner where there's penalties involved, let's say like you stake and you have to stake for 90 days or you have to stake for 100 days. And if you decide to cancel early, you burn or forever lock VMPX tokens, then that means like VMPX is like a market cap can just continue to grow as tokens become locked, because there's only 108 million. So I really do like the design of this idea of the DeFi. We don't want to wrap token. We're just going to make a really good supply token that has good supply tokenomics, and then allow the community to dream the future of VMPX, right? Because as long as they can build a solid bridge that doesn't, have any risk of getting hacked, the cluster of building on top of these things that comes later. All right, so this is the juicy part, the heart and all that shit. And again, why it's important that it's included in X1 and there's people minting XENBLOCKs, right? So this it's all coming together. I mean, it's all coming together. Everybody's finna win. I think if you're trying to build your best play on this new idea that's come to fruition, you should be in everything. You should have some VMPX on Bitcoin or ETH. Pick either or, whichever one you want. I'm doing Bitcoin. Some would say you should do both, and then some would say it doesn't matter because one's gonna lift the other because they're paired together. So that's beautiful that already we have like a triangular belief system on it, because there's 3 different people that have 3 different beliefs on this thing. One believes I only fuck with Bitcoin side because I want Bitcoin fees on the bridge. And then the other one says I only want Ethereum side because I want ETH fees on the bridge. And then there's just one person in the middle that says, hey, just buy both. So that's cool. That's cool. It already has its own little thing going on. But yeah, that's another thing too. If you didn't know, staking VMPX on either side, you're going to be getting native fees from people swapping on the DEX. So that'd be in Bitcoin or Ethereum. And that would be your reason for locking these coins up for who knows how long, right? But yeah, going back to the Zen side, if you're only minting Zen, you're still gonna win because you'll be the supply for XN, because you can only get XN from Zen. To be honest, there's not enough VMPX tokens. Like there's just not enough. And then VMPX is gonna have its own world going on, so it doesn't really make any sense for VMPX to be the major source of liquidity entering XN. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. That just sounds like, the old narrative that was easy to push. But in this more logical state of Zen, that makes no logical sense for this to be the primary security token for this chain. Zen is this primary security token. Zen will be in my opinion, of how I'm interpreting the whole system from being in it for as long as I am and been in it. Zen is X1 security. So by obtaining Zen on any of the other chains, you're obtaining the ability to become the security layer for this, because you can burn more than your neighbor to get XN tokens to stake them to secure the network, right? So if you're in Zen for longer than your neighbor, you're going to get the most. If you're in Zen before, well, it depends. We'll see how long it takes us to out average the 333 auction. But the 333 auction is like a suicide for Zen, because every day it's going to only be 1 million, right? From what we know, it would be 1 million XN tokens a day. And you would burn as much Zen as you could to get some of those 1 million over 300 days, right? So that means the furnace is turning on when the 333 auction comes on. And again, supply is who is the security. So if you're saying all of this stuff makes me excited, that's what you would be doing. You would be minting Zen out the woodworks, right? That's why I've been telling y'all I'm back on vanilla minting. It doesn't really matter if you can't do 128 every single time. 1 mint, it should be enough. If everything is going to work in the way it should, 1 mint a day all the way up until 2030 should do you pretty well. And who knows how much integration is going to happen into Zen based on the burn record, right? So the burn record will always be forever. And the crazy thing about the burn record is this could have a stem to another chain. That's what I originally thought. I originally thought we were going to build blockchains off of the burn registry. But then I'm like, oh, nah, if you're really, really building, you build a blockchain off of Zenium. You pull a tentacle this direction. If you're looking to get, if you're looking to do like a startup, I would say you would build a tentacle off of X1 chain, because there could be a lot of different ways for you to go from here. But if you really do want to build a blockchain, but you don't want to get too into the Zen, you would just build a burn registry similar to like PTGC on Pulse Chain. I would consider them like a branch off of this more than like they would be here later on, because they came from the burn. Like if DBZen makes their own blockchain, like that's like from right here. But if DBZen decided to use a chain that minted Zen blocks and it burns Zen, so you got DBZen, they make their own little tentacle over here with 2 different portals of security going in on that shit. Bullish. I seen Roz been retweeting the Zen blocks idea. Maybe that's where the blockchain come from. Maybe Roz says, you know what, I'll open up some storage. I'm just giving y'all some hopium right now. What's up, y'all? What up, Dennis? What up, Carl? Why should we own X&M? Yeah, we going in on that right now. What up, Tree City West? I sold everything and I bought Banana Coin instead. Oh, you got the banana gun? That's a good one. But yeah, you can't buy X&M. But why you should own is because of all of this. Owning XNM means that you have you have the coin that is the network. That's what I mean by they reverse engineer the blockchain. Usually XNM comes before everything else. But in this reality, we came from like, I guess you could say that we came horizontally to start becoming vertically, versus starting vertically to not go to just, like you hit a ceiling. That's what it seems like. Everything that I hear from Jack Levin when I'm really interpreting his little bits of knowledge is that most of the blockchains are built too horizontally, so they can't keep going up, and then now they're trying to branch off, and then that's where their real issue is. Here in this ecosystem, it came backwards So now I think if I was to make a blockchain, because I wanted to solve a real world issue, which in this case is data. I don't know if you guys understand that yet, but I mean, how many more indicators do you need that Jack Levin is obviously attacking data? Data. D-A-T-A. Data. Yeah. Just a slight 50 billion off of your data there. A little 50 bill. Little 50 bill. Little 50 bill. A little bit. Let's see. A little $11 billion off you. You. Just a little bit. Oh, fuck. Like, I hate Apple, bro. But hey, what can I say, man? I got the Apple Watch on right now, bro. I'm on an Apple computer. I'm in Apple world. Damn. 274 billion for those that can't see it. Off of you. What you think we doing over here in Zen world, bro? What is the concept of world domination? How do you take over the world? You give people their data back. And then they go, oh shit. You mean I can make money off myself? Off the things that I like to do? It's kind of what we're doing right now, right? I'm live streaming. I'm just being myself right now. I'm just talking crypto with the homies. You know? So that's in my interpretation. So if you want to go out and start telling people, hey, I think Jack Levin is going after the data, you know, and you don't want to get too tinfoil hat, just send the user my way, and I'll do the rest of the work. But yeah, that's what's happening here. This is all about data. What we've learned is that in data world, Bitcoin users and the real Ethereum users do not like stablecoins, so they do need something in between, right? If not, then how are we ever going to solve the meme issue? The meme issue is so bad right now. That's literally killing everybody in crypto, in my opinion. Like, memes come out and then it's all bad for you. I saw a meme today that's really serious, but it's not serious because once you figure out the technology, it's not possible yet. It's a good idea, but it's just not possible yet. So it's a meme. Fair crypto is a meme. It's a good way to get things started. And it's also a great ideology to think tank ideas. How fair can this become? Especially, and no one's really created a platform, so that's why it's Zen is great to own, great to make, because no one has ever thought of this before, and it will always be that way. There will always be imitators that try to imitate Zen, but the only way to be a part of it is to come off of this branch. Burn Zen registry. If you're not coming off of this branch, then you didn't fall in line with the way that this is supposed to work. This shit doesn't say other token over here, bruh. This shit says Zen token. That's how you keep. Another thing I realized too is the problem with a lot of these chains is they have too many meme coins and it flushes out the real coins. And then you'll get like an avalanche where they have too many serious coins and then now they ain't got no meme coins. So in this scenario here, you can have memes on top of Zen. You can have memes on top of X1. You can have memes on top of VMPX. But there ain't going to be no memes on top of Xenium. You can make a meme, but you're going to have to get people that are going to be willing to fork off of the main ledger or like the main script. They're going to have to fork into your script. And then you're going to need to be an influential character, in my opinion. Like, I'm not going to just use somebody's fucking script. Like, what the fuck? You know? So the forking here will be a lot more clear. You'll see a lot of cool ass businesses probably coming from this fork because they're going to fork the security layer to secure their network. That's kind of how I see it. That's why I was saying DB Zen would be perfect for that. Phoenix would be perfect for that. They're doing Zen burn. Then they come all the way around this chart, land in this little pocket here, and then their settlements are happening with Xenium. for protection, full security mode. And now Xenium gets more secure because there's another player using it with other people. So the more people that use Xenium, the more secure it becomes, the more secure X1 becomes, the more blah, blah, blah. Boom. I don't know. It's up to you to think about it. But yeah, that's how I think of it. Serious coin. What's up, y'all? I'm over here. I'm just chatting right now, man. It's fucking Tuesday. You said before. You said become fair. Isn't a fair launch the point? Nah. There's no such thing as a fair launch. You can release everything at once, but fairness has to come over time. And that's kind of why I like about the Zen world is that it's fair memed. So then you can see who doesn't want to be fair. And that's like that's what the most successful brands in Zen, in my opinion. And you can do whatever you want with your opinion. But my opinion, the best brands in Zen will come from the burn registry. Because they're going to be following the first principles. They're not going to try to compete against it. They're going to say, yeah, there's no way I can be bigger than Zen. How many spot wallets does Zen have? That's what I'm saying, though. Compete. You're going to have to compete. Like how we have to compete against Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's a competition. And we're competing against Solana, right? That's why right now the conversation is about, well, what is Solana? And is Solana even good? You know? Oh, there seems to be some holes in your boat. Hey, we can fill those holes, right? That's what Zen's all about. It's about making sure that we keep mediocrity out the middle of it, right? The middleman. You can have your fun, but just don't be dumb about it and slow down the growth of technology. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it too, you know? Why you keep slowing us down? We're moving fast, right? And we need to get mass adoption. And I can see it now, like a lot of people too that talk about a mass adoption. I'm sorry. I was in a spaces yesterday and I was listening to this dude. He was like talking about mass adoption, bro. And I'm like, bruh, you live in Argentina or wherever he lived in South America. I'm like, mass adoption is in America, bro. We need to get Americans online. Just like how when Americans got online, the internet changed. In 1999, bro, the internet changed. When Americans got smartphones, everything changed. So yes, I do think at least here in America, we still have the freedom of thought, in which that thought brings freedom or brings random acts of creativity. And that rack, you know what I'm saying? That random act of creativity. That's why people think America is so cool, because we just sporadic. we are allowed to be sporadically creative. And when technology can get into the hands of the right people, you'll find that sporadic chaos right, you know? Yo, the civilian state over here is nuts. It's like, let them run wild. We're going to understand the chaos, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to get at here, though. I'm running on a tangent. This shit is growing. It's growing because people are starting to comprehend, I don't need to dump it. I need to hold it. You know, their mints are ending. The gas is high. So over here, we're seeing on Zen right now, pullback on price. Because again, it's nothing to do with the community. It's turning into a trading token. And when it becomes a trading token, then you are going to really become a supplier if you're not looking at it as a trader. And that's what's cool about what we got going on, right? So we're mining XENBLOCKs, which is getting us away from being traders. And it makes the traders on a Zen chart be like, yo, so just hurry up and pump it then. Because if you dump it, we are able to see that it's going to go lower. So that's what's happening right now. I think we're actually pulling back because of Bitcoin. And again, I've already said this. Zen is in relation to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin pulls back, Zen is going to pull back. Also, Zen is in relationship to ETH right now. So if ETH is pumping, Zen should pull back. And that's what we're seeing. ETH is pumping, Zen is pulling back. Because again, people are going to hedge their Zen back into Ethereum, catch that little wave, and then more than likely go back into Zen, because Zen, it has more upside potential. So that's one thing that you always want to just keep in your mind. That is part of our chart. We have some of the largest uptime or upside potential for the potential bull run because we haven't had one. So a lot of people are going to be watching this too. And I'm sure we're going to have influencers run in and start to say that, right? Like, this is your boy Crypto Brat. I love Zen. you know it. I'll be here for you when the shit goes nuts. Well, for some of you, maybe if you become a member, you can be in the member stream. Maybe you want to get a membership now before they go up, you know. Yeah, in the bull run, when everybody starts saying that shit and they take the narrative away from the real Zenian because we're on XENBLOCKs and we got bigger shit going on, just know that's what's gonna happen. This shit hasn't seen a bull run yet. And again, like people like me in Tree City West that understand how this is all gonna work. We're moving into the new camp that is gonna be the foundation of where all of the next level shit is happening. So if you want to be on that next level shit, you need to be mining XENBLOCKs. That's just the rip. If you didn't get that from this weekend with the way that Jack was talking, you if you haven't caught on yet, right? And this is what I was talking about, the difficulty. This difficulty used to be right here. That was the floor. So 64, 70, 77. But we've been steadily climbing, and we drop for a little bit, and then we climb back up, and then we drop for a little bit, and now we're starting to climb back up again. So when as this difficulty rises, it's going to be more challenging to mine XENBLOCKs, and then it's going to become once it's more challenging. That's why I think Jack is really waiting for transfers to release that when all of the coordination is together. And the best thing that's on his side is that if this difficulty rises before we release the coordination to make everything immutable. So I'm sure it's going to take a second though, because now there is some requirements, right? This is going to be the best network on the planet. The best network on the planet is going to take a lot of computers. So that's what's kind of also being organized too, is what does this web of computers even look like? Because it can't just be like a couple people at home. But luckily it's not like the whole world is going to come on XENBLOCKs once it releases, which is awesome to think about. Like it's going to be well used, but the abuse will probably come later on down the line. So with that being said, the difficulty, I expect it to just keep going up and up and up and up, as more and more people gain interest. And then I expect like coordination, so P2P transfers, all that to become immutable before it becomes real. And if we get both high difficulty and immutability at the same time, this is gonna be the biggest fucking project I have ever seen in my life. in my whole career of crypto, I've never seen anything born like this. It's gonna be fucking nuts. And that's why I'm going so hard and trying to explain this to people, because this is whatever now. You guys can have it. Like, dude, it hasn't seen a pump. Go ahead, pump it. Pump the fuck out of it. It's gonna pump fucking like it's nothing, you know? And we're gonna be like, yeah, let it go up. And then when everyone goes, hey, what do I do with my Zen? We're gonna be like, hey, you got a blockchain you can port yourself into. Nice. What do I do? Got all these dApps you can burn for. Nice. Who created this? Funny you should ask. Right? What else can I do? Where else can I go? This map is gonna get huge, guys. Price speaks to me in the final analysis. For sure, bespoke. You can wait for Price. I ain't waiting for no motherfucking Price. You see how many XENBLOCKs I got? Wait for Price. I know how this game works. I've been in crypto since 2016, dude. Wait for Price? No. What do we say? And this is why I knew this was gonna be a hit. Because in crypto, you always say get in when there's no white paper, no website. Motherfucker, I got into this crypto when it was not even immutable yet. Fuck you mean? That's how early I was. Shit wasn't even immutable. We was playing hacky sack with fake blocks, knowing damn well we was gonna make them real blocks. It's up to you though. Man, I love my analysis right now. I just did a whole hour spewage about why they all work together. So are you minting Zen? Original Zen was launched with allocation or venture capitalists, no pre-mine, no admin keys. It was the first to do that, was the fairest in my opinion. Once it exposed the greater market, there's no way to ensure fairness. That's a fact. Super fact. You already got your second super block? Nah, man, I only got one super block. And look at I canceled the other miner. I had one miner that was at 1,000 blocks. Oh yeah, this one right here. So look at this. I'm at 1,000 blocks, no super block, because it's harder to get super blocks because more people have joined the network, and a lot of them have been mined. So now it's just like a luck of the draw. But a month ago, it was really easy to get a super block because there wasn't a lot of people hashing hard. Like right now, I'm hashing with 10, 16, 72, or 17. So it's 17, 16, that's 33, 10, 43. Here we have 3,000. So we'll say 46. We have 46. And then we'll have one more going right now just for the stream. We got 10 blocks that just came in. 12,000. So 46, 12,000. Fucking, why the fuck am I blanking? 58. Right? 12, 6, 58. Yeah, 58. 58. So 58K. So yeah, that's what I mean. So I have 58,000 hash power. So I am also making it harder to get super blocks because I'm hogging hashes and everyone else is hogging hashes. And like, it's just going to be hogging hashes. It's part of the Nakamoto consensus when it comes to making sure everything is secure. The more power you have, the more you get to mine, but the more you spend on creating those hashes. So how long you can stay up there, that's the cool thing about XENBLOCKs. It's going to be harder to stay up there because GPU memory is much more expensive than CPU memory, and you need more CPU. And then even when ASICs come out, the ASICs fight against themselves. So it's actually not smart. From our research right now, the research is not smart. It would be like dropping a nuke, and or it'd be like it's like you want to nuke a country, and you are in the zone of the blast, but you're still gonna drop the bomb anyways. That's doing an ASIC in this environment, because you'll push the difficulty so high that you'll be pushing it against yourself. So you'll be dropping, like, literally, that's the effect of it. It's like you'll make a band so large from your amount of memory drop into the pool that you'll be taking all the bandwidth, but then you'll just be competing with yourself, and then you'll be trying to catch up to everyone else. So maybe you catch up one day. Like, yeah, I mean, that's what you could do. You could do that and try to extract the network, but not extract the network, but you would just be in there for a little bit, and it would be expensive, right? And when because it's not cheap. This person's average hash is 702,000 hashes in 24 hours. Like, they're going dumb. Their hash rate, like, or speeds. Like, I only have 50,000. This person has 702,000. Like, and I'm spending, this is like a $5 setup right here for 50K. Maybe $5, maybe a little bit more. It's actually probably a little more than that. I don't want to do the math right now. Fuck it, we'll round up. $10. So $10 setup for 50K. And the number one hasher for the 24 hours got 702,000, bro. That's bag. Man, that's not even $10 a day. My bad. That's like I'm doing $10 like an hour, so that's like $240 a day or some shit. With this like setup right now, I gotta take some of it off, but and I'm just fucking around. But yeah, so like $204 dollars a day for 50K hashes. So imagine how much this one is. It's ridiculous. But yeah, like that's what my assumption is here. The assumption would be immutability will push transfers. When immutability happens, if difficulty is, let's say, at 200,000, because it's just popular based off of the assumption of what it can be, then that is what is gonna make this shit fucking roar. And what I mean by roar is, if you don't know what its competing analysis would be, so this is all gonna be taken out of my hands. Just know that your boy Crypto Bro, I'm giving you guys some gems right now. There's gonna be a moment in time where I'm not present every day. because fuck it, we made it. There ain't no reason for me to present. The fuck. But the people who do take control of whatever we're talking about right now, they'll be making relationships. So if you stick around, I'll probably be around in the shadows, but I'm not gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'll be like right up in the, maybe we'll my own shit though, because I have a whole different vision, right? I'm over here looking at it like you need to make a tentacle from here. This is where you daisy off of the chart, so you stay in the Zen. But not a lot of people are comprehending this part yet, and that's why they don't know how to mint Zen blocks. So I'm going hard because I get it. I can't wait to make something that comes off of this shit. It's gonna be so sick. But yeah, the thing that's running side by side with Zen right now would be Caspa. And Caspa, as you can see, it's mooning off of the narrative of being a proof of work Ethereum killer. That's all the narrative is. They don't even have P2P yet or smart contracts. So it's just simply booming off of the pure hopium of, I hope this crypto goes up. And I mean, I hope you can feel this now. Like, this is why I'm feeling so calm with Zen right now, is that like everything in crypto is actually tainted. The only things that are left is Bitcoin and Ethereum. From me being here since 2016, the only thing that is left is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Everything else is like up in the air. And now Solana is the new kid on the block. You know what I'm saying? They made up the Zoomer term, and they have a lot of money behind it. Jack dropped some knowledge, bro. The reason why some of these cryptos never got to the top was because they couldn't afford hackathons. Solana. Okay, so what Jack was saying was Solana raised like $300 million. Let's see if we can find the stat here, if it's possible. I don't know if I can. But long story short, Solana kept having these hackathons. And when they were doing these hackathons, they were getting all kinds of things that were coming out of these think tanks, right? And these hackathons were sponsored by, of course, by those that do control the world. So it is like a good liaison for those that are in college looking for the next move. That's what it feels like. It feels like everyone in this world went to college. Like, not to say I didn't go to college. I mean, I went to college, but I mean, I went to art school, bro. Like, I'm an artist. So my perception of education is like, knowledge is free. It's up to the user to want to absorb it, right? And then it's up to the architect, aka yourself. It's up to you to learn the rules, break the rules, and finesse the rules. That's what makes art. That's the random acts of creativity. Just knowing a rule and breaking it. It's simple shit. But once you add in this corporate structure here, this is where you get your, like, I went to school for 4 years, I don't know what to do. We got a lot of them right now. They're spread out. They don't know what the fucking to do with their degrees. They're like, I don't know what to do. So this was a brilliant idea by Solana, and it makes so much sense why it became such a household name in crypto so quick. A lot of people were attending these hackathons, making money off of these hackathons, and giving away all their ideas to Solana, and made Solana the best chain to get to the top 10. It had no other chain has been up here. They get up here, but they don't stay up here. Solana has been dribbling like a motherfucker. Now Solana, from what I hear, from what I haven't done any research on Sol because I stay away from it. I know it's centralized. I didn't know how it was centralized, but I knew it was centralized, so I stayed away from it. But again, this is a new age of crypto. People don't really fucking care. I was listening to a space yesterday where they don't even really care. Like, they don't care about KYC. Somebody was arguing with Jack about an NFT royalties. And I was like, dude, see, this is why crypto can't progress, because people are bringing too much traditional shit into crypto. And if you have all these Ivy League, I got a bachelor degree motherfuckers hungry for a job because they just got out of school, they're going to say and regurgitate anything that they fucking hear. Oh, those spaces are painful. But yeah, everybody is saying the same thing. So what it sounds like, though, is that Solana has been tricking. They've been tricking. Where they've been tricking is on their so let's go to it. They said that they've been lying about their transaction speeds because they've inflated them with votes. And the voting system is the same thing we have in XENBLOCKs. So we sampled something from them, which was enabled using. So you saw when I started my pod here. Oh wow, this already minted 3 blocks. Nice. That's 41 cents worth of 3 blocks. Let's fucking go. So let me bring this up real quick. Is that it? No, terminal 3. Okay. Oh, so it's not there anymore. But when I first brought this up, it was showing my salt. And your salt, so you'll see here, there's this hash is gonna have a salt. Where's my salt at? Oh, it's right here. Well, it says account. I don't think it's that. It's in the mix. But your salt gives you the ownership of the block. But because of that salt, it also kind of allowed us to do a way for if you hash a block, you can then add it to the ledger and then also verify the last 100 blocks and like vote while you're hashing. So then that way it hashes and it tells the network like, hey, the last 100 blocks I saw them, they match what I was told was the last 100 blocks. So every single time a new hash is created, there's also a vote created that confirms that everything is as it should be, which is awesome, right? You just double, triple, quadruple confirming the blockchain to make sure the database doesn't have any interruptions. So Solana does the same thing, but what people are pointing out, I mean, Jack posted it, so I don't really see it here. Is this their scanner? I'm just gonna go to Jack's post because he posted it. Man, I love this thing. I'm gonna repost this one more time. Such a great chart. Thanks, Christopher. Use the man. Less fucking hash. You can't mine Caspa for free like you can with Zen. I don't know how you I don't know actually how you mine Caspa if you can just mine it from a GPU for service side. I never looked into it. I actually was thinking about that. I should start looking into other GPU as a service coins to see what the competition's like in that sector, because it's gonna be crazy once we get it to a button. I just literally showed you in the beginning of the stream. All I need to do is make this a button. That's something I'm working on my own. This right here just needs to be a button. One button. Boom. And then bam. And then this right here just needs to be a button. How many GPUs are you using? Boom. So somebody has already done that. They set up a template where you can do that, but you need to know what. I don't know if they're ever going to explain how you actually do it. So you can try it out. It's Smits. I'm not going to explain how you do it. So he gonna have to explain it to the masses, but it's up to Smith. Me personally, if I ever do make one of that, if I do make a website where you can mint XENBLOCKs at a click of a button, I will let you guys know. You will know. Don't worry. If you follow the channel, you will know. So this right here, this is what Jack was talking about. Let's listen in real quick. Oh, did it freeze? Oh, there it goes.
The stuff that I just don't have a really good grasp on. I learned a lot listening to you speak as well. I want to throw it quickly over to, I know we're skipping hands a bit, but I gotta go to FUD. FUD, I mean, talk to me. What's going on? Solana's apparently going down every 3 seconds.
I'm getting mad listening to this because the one-sided, like, it's just the most one-sided opinion. Like, there's some facts in there buried with 100% opinion, saying that these AVAX creators are smarter than Solana creators, saying all they did was market well, but they actually don't know what to do with the money, so they just randomly created a phone. It's just like, where do you get off talking down on these men who have created something that is 1,000x the price of Zen?
Dude, I have an opinion. I expressed it. I guess you have to deal with it.
I don't want to deal with it. I want to argue about it.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with it. It's my personal take. You can't argue a personal take. You can ask me like a question, like something that is not compares valuation, because comparing valuation is ridiculous. So ask me something about Solana and tell me something that isn't true, what I just said. I mean, like, of course, you could argue that, yeah.
Hang on, you're being a little too serious.
So this is funny right here. When I heard homie say that part where he was like, hold on, you're being a little too serious. It kind of, with this new layer of Zen power I have, it reminded me like, oh yes, this is a panel full of goofballs. And that's what crypto was supposed to be, goofy. That's what we've been trying to focus our attention on for mass adoption is goofiness and having people act like motherfucking clowns. And it's gotten them far. I actually looked at everybody on this panel while this was going on. And I was like, yo, how do these people have 30,000 followers and I only have 3,000 followers? Like, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I do need to go into spaces and just act retarded. And then people will be attracted to me like, oh, wow, look at that guy. He's saying some dumb ass shit. And then everybody will be like, oh, for sure. I relate because I'm also at the same frequency as this individual. But that's why I can't lower my frequency. I'm sorry, guys. But, yeah, this FUD guy, he's smart. He's got a great account going. I enjoy it. You make me laugh, bro.
So I do have a genuine question that, if that's what you want. So I was just kidding.
I was just kidding.
The most part. Let me ask you this. You said something that I had never heard before. You said they're marketing it, that they're doing 4,000 transactions per second, but they're actually doing 150 and they're using the same ones over and over. Can you kind of delve into that a little more of what that means?
Yes. Okay. So if you go to SoulScan, like you can go right now, Google SoulScan, just get on the first page. Look at their chart. Their chart actually does not lie. It says that most of the transactions that they're marketing as transactions are votes. They're actually labeled as votes. And then you look at the real transactions, you can see that they're like barely like 300 or something. But then if you actually click in on the smart contract, they call it a token program. It's a program that deals with the trading part. If you click there, you will see that 70% of all of the transactions that hit that program, which they call, like, is in their language, it's a smart contract, 70% are failing. Only 30% are successful. So why would the chain actually show all of those failing transactions for something that is as simple as a token program where people just trading tokens? The reality of the situation is that the Solana's transactions are so inexpensive that a lot of traders are actually not traders. They're bots, basically programs that are trying to front run each other, and they send underpriced transactions with a hope that they will get executed and front run everyone else. And of course, most of those transactions fail, like 60 or 70% of them fail, and Solana reports them as failures. So even the 300 transactions that are not votes, 60 or 70% of them are actually going into the failing pool. And they call it normal, which is actually fine. Okay, fine, it is normal, but nobody's talking about it, that the bots, the programs that are taking advantage of really, 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 really low fees are trying to front run everyone else who are human, and of course they're failing because they're looking for corner cases, and they're basically kind of like MEV bots. They're trying to extract value between your trades. So
yeah, he dropped some knowledge right there. Straight dunk. Big ups Diosland. I see you there with the 4 months. Big ups, bro, for grabbing an extended membership. You know how we be in the hardcore streams. That's facts. He said yesterday and today's gas was high and incoming supply was small, but Zen's price goes down. So your gas theory invalids, or you got to explain an explanation, bruh. BTC didn't pull back as much, so why is Zen price down? Oh, okay, yeah, we'll talk about that right next. You got me, but that actually Zen price is pretty stable right now. This is why we're stable though. This conversation, Battle of the Coins, that little bit that I just played, and then how we can really do exactly what Jack Levin just said, which is you can go to SoulScan, you can click transactions, you can see majority of the transactions happening are votes, and you can see that they're saying they're doing something that they're not doing. Now this is funny. He's swinging at them like this because where is he coming from, right? So I don't know anything about Image Shack. I don't know much about it. Image Shack traffic. I don't know. Let's see. Because that's essentially what it is. You can think of transactions in crypto as traffic, and like a crypto or like a website from Web 2 or Web 1. All you wanted people to do was show up so you can put a banner on your ad on your website so that you can sell ads. So like that's the original idea of it all. So visits is important, in my opinion, and I think that's what he's swinging at because he's seen it before with the Image Shack. He's already seen tons of queries, and he knows how to make those queries, if that makes any sense. He did it with images. So I can only imagine what we need on blockchain. It goes back to the thing I was saying before, data. It's a proven fact that Solana isn't focused on enhancing the world and booting in data because they can't handle the load. So they're just like letting everyone know, like, hey, maybe one day we'll be able to handle the load, but for now we don't have to worry about it. So they're just faking their transactions. It's kind of crazy. Like you see here, the blue is the votes, the pink is the true. So the true transactions per second is 500, but the votes transactions are 3,000. And that's just people confirming that the ledger is correct. And again, we're doing that already in XENBLOCKs without transactions. So when you introduce transactions, now there's a whole other thing on top of the voting scheme. And that's why Jack is kind of attacking them right now, because he's like, well, why didn't they think about that? And there's a whole thing. They have this thing called Fire Dance coming out. I was like, I don't even like the name. I don't like the name already. What the fuck is that? Fire Dance. The fuck is Fire Dance? Fuck. I ain't trying to summon no fire, bro. Yo, I made this Zen LP. It's cooking. It's slight cook, bro. This shit is slight cook. I'm gonna keep it here. So this is what I think is happening right now. So gas is going down, but gas isn't. What I want to see is what we're having right now, which is gas stay in this particular this like range. So we've almost got it going on. I don't like this part though. So this gives me proof that we're not 100% to my theses. We need to have 30 GUI plus all day. We can't have any drops to 22, 24, 26 because that's where people are profitable. Anything under 30 is profitable in Zen. So if it can stay above 30 for, let's say, 72 hours, we'll probably start to see price appreciation. But as long as there's days with these off times, then we'll be able to, again, claim and sell. But that's why the sells are tightening up, because there's no extra sell pressure from the randos. It's only the whales, and that's a small class of people now. So they get bought up because the people who know what's going on, who understand like XENBLOCKs, understand X1, understand that you're going to have to get a lot of Zen in order to get a great position. They're going to be the ones scooping up each dip on this low right here. You can see it, Deoshland. Stop playing, boy. You know you can see this motherfucking whale. It's literally it's cooking right now. Look at it. Look at it. It's becoming a well. It's so welled out. My computer's freezing. It's like I can't handle the whale. But yeah, this is I don't think we're gonna have any rug pulls or anything. It would and then Bitcoin itself. Oh yeah, BlackRock. I don't know if you heard about this. So let's open this up real quick. BlackRock. BlackRock said they're gonna do an ETF. So we got a whole nother thing we got to think about now. So yesterday, BlackRock filed for an ETF for Ethereum. So this is basically an ETF. This is Zen ETF, right? What is Zen connected to? What is the primary source of Zen's creation, bruh? Question for the person in the back of the class, bruh. Leave it in the chat. What's the primary source of the creation of Zen? What do you really need? Because we all got time. What's that other resource that you're gonna have to fight? Imagine that. Imagine like dust of Ethereum minting Zen changes people's lives. That's so crazy to think about. But yeah, this is basically an Zen ETF, because if ETH is going to be spot traded, and it's going to have price predictions, and it's going to have all this DeFi, and it's going to be able to be pushed because people are going to need it to burn it, because they're going to lock away some sort of NFT in some sort of vault, right? That's what this is all about, this whole vaulting idea where you put away value, and the gas is so fucking high, you got to buy ETH to get your fucking value out. Oh my God. So many people are going to get hit with that shit. Oh my gosh. How much ETH does it cost? What's the fee? Sir, it's $1 million to get your father's will out of his. In order for you to obtain your like family member's will, you're going to have to pay money. So, A, learn how to code now, and then code your will on Zenium. How about that? But yeah, so with that news, this right here, this has risen the price of gas all week. And I think this is it. Like, this is where we start marching, man. And the gas is just going to keep going up and up and up. I don't see why it would stop going up now. There's no real reason for it to, because there's also speculation of, what do you call it? Bitcoin. So a good thing to do here, if you don't really know how to use CoinMarketCap, I would recommend learning how to use it before the bull run, so you can find cool ass coins. Again, who knows how many, real YouTubers will exist in the 2024 bull run. It'll probably be straight full of influencers, and anybody who's a real one, and they're going to be pushed the fuck out the scene, because obviously the scene doesn't want the truth. So it's going to be pushed out. But the cool thing about crypto is it is the truth. So the truth will always be in the shadows. And if you learn how to finesse the game, then you can start using some of the truths to get ahead. And one of those being categories. Is it categories? Maybe not categories. Let's go back. Yeah, they started to add some other ones. They're trying to give you the truth over here. Look at that. They got a BRC20 category. I didn't even know that. Let's look at it. Is it platform? No. Wow, they really did do it that way. Okay, cool. So that's cool. So you got here the platforms one, and then you can see what's a token. This is insane, though. I haven't looked at this in a while, but it seems like they're absorbing everything. It doesn't matter. That's cool. So let's look at the look at the Ethereum one right now. Damn, SHIB is number 3 in ETH right now. That's wild. In market cap. Damn, SHIB. I saw that garbage dump is burning SHIB. So that's crazy. Rat Beacon. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what this Mattel is. Oh, I think it's a trading bot or something. Beam. Yeah, but this is a cool way to find some good ideas going into the bull. Look at everything green in ETH world right now. Jesus. Anything Ethereum is going up because of that spot ETF news. Let's pick a different one. Let's choose Tron. Damn, they still got the ape NFTs. That's funny. But yeah, this is a good way to filter and find projects, see what's what, see the difference between everything. They used to have just tokens. You used to be able to separate it between coins and tokens. But I guess this is a future where it doesn't really make any sense to just separate it by coins and tokens, because everything is a platform now. So I do respect that. That's crazy. Damn, time be flying, bro. What's this Reddit points? So Reddit really does have a blockchain? That's crazy. Fortnite bricks, donuts. There's like $19 million to LP over here. What the fuck is Moon? Arbitrum no. This is on Arbitrum Nova. Take me to the moon. Take me to the moon. Pulse chain? No, I'm just kidding. Arbitrum Nova network. What is that? Is that Arbitrum? Like the Ethereum? Well, what is it in? What is this? Reddit cryptocurrencies. Oh yeah, Arbitrum, but something called Nova. Wow, what is that? This looks interesting. But yeah, so like I would learn how to use CoinMarketCap so you can finesse the game and find cool projects, get ahead of everyone, and stay separated from the mainstream. Because I mean, keep your ears to the main. But that's how I was able to learn a lot in crypto, was just being curious about how these utility sites worked and how all these little buttons gave you different things that are going on. And there's so much extra shit now. They even have a fear and greed index at the top now. Wow. I love Reddit. They have NFTs. I haven't even dived in on that, man. That's crazy to see it on CoinMarketCap and them have like a category for it. That could be huge. That's that type of shit that turns into the like this button can be the one that changes everything. Imagine if they added a Zen one, right? A Zen category. It has all the Zen clusters underneath it. Maybe that's something we need too. The Zen ecosystem. That's up next. Craig Wright is my hero. Shout out to Dank. You love him some CW. CW. Dang, I almost missed the rap DB's NFT claim. I haven't rapped any DB's NFTs, man. I can't do it. I need to see more. I can't wait for them to do the market. We'll see what they do next. I'm just hodling. I'm just hanging out. That's how I'm doing it. Zen to the moon. What up, Tad? Gas will never go down. Hey, did y'all saw how that happened when I was talking about scaling and then Jack came in and just like straight up confirmed what I was saying? Bro, I swear, I do not know who that motherfucker is. We just crossed paths in the internet. But at least I'm glad I'm on the right path. Me and Jack Levin were both walking down solo roads, kicking stones. I was like, bro, what way you going, bro? And he was like, I'm going this way. And I was like, man, what the fuck? Let's go that way. Let's go that way. And it's been like that ever since, bro. That's the story how I met Jack Levin. Kicking stones on the internet. And it's like, yo, you tired of fucking meme coins? I'm like, yeah, I am tired of meme coins. You know what I'm saying? But crypto will always be what it is. You just got to see it for what it is, which is it's a big ass meme. Everybody's trying to sell you their narrative. And everything is a narrative. Nothing is set in stone, but Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we see what they have that makes them special, which is the Nakamoto consensus, which brings you back to Satoshi, which brings you back to the first principles. So first principles that's what makes something legacy. Once you lose that, it doesn't matter how many backflips and motherfucking freak show acts you have, you'll just never be better than Bitcoin or Ethereum. And if you want to make your own Bitcoin or your own Ethereum, you should be asking yourself that as well, because that could be your crossroads on whether or not you're going to have a successful crypto project. I would say that is a real thing. I feel like everybody is just trying to bid you on their brand. Build over here, build over here, build over here. You know, but you build and then you're subjective to their ecosystem. Seems like mine over here, you're subjective to their ecosystem. Wild times, man. Wild times. OKX is launching a coin called X1. What the fuck? Built on Polygon technology. That's funny. Let's look at it. Shout out Tad Abe. He's like, Google this. X1 expected to go live first quarter of 24. Will make use of Polygon zero knowledge. When did this come out? 36 minutes ago. Oh. Wait a second here. Let's look into this. This just came out. This 30 minutes off the press. But it was updated, so they made an error. OKB token will be used for gas fees on the new chain, which comes as rival crypto exchange, including Coinbase and reportedly Kraken, are pushing their own layer 2 projects. OKX, the sixth largest cryptocurrency exchange, announced that they will be coming out with a layer 2 called X1 using Polygon Chain Development Kit. Wait a second. That is hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. If this is... I don't know, though. I don't... What if... I don't know, though. Nah, because OKX, they know Jack, man. So what I'm trying to get at right now is OKX recently, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, asked Jack for some XENBLOCKs so they can list them. And then Jack was like, bro, I ain't got no XENBLOCKs. Like, we can't even transfer them. You got to mine them if you want them. So I'm curious if they got a vendetta against him too. There could totally be a vendetta because we altered all of the contracts, or they altered all the contracts on their network for Zen, and that made it not fair. So Zenians didn't go there. So in a sense, you know, there was it could be like, oh, we didn't capture them. Let's capture them like this, because this is weird. I would love to know what Jack thinks about it. Here, let's see. Let's drop it in the XENBLOCKs chat. Let's see. Anybody talk about it? Oh, wait. Okay, they talking about it. Hold on. BMW has an X1 chain too. Okay, so they talking about it. Let's see. What did Jack say? Oh, okay. We got it here. Okay, so then they throwing me over here. All right. So looks like somebody said OKX released X1. Sometimes you gotta scroll up in this chat so you can see what's going on. So yeah, like X1 chain domain, is it secure? Jack fucking replies xblocks.io. And then he's like, that's why I was asking if the domain has been secured. And he didn't even know. So Jack doesn't even know what's going on. He's like, Drac all over again. He's like, link. All right. And then they show him. There's the chain. Very nice. He's an amazing. I don't know what that means. Hey guys, blah, blah, blah. No way. What's the token name? I think I'll change my laptop. Or no, they're just talking. So it looks like Jack Levin doesn't know what's going on. It looks like this is some new shit. That's a bit odd knowing that Jack has personal connections with the Polygon team. And OKX, X1 Asian branch. Oh, wow. What the fuck? Extremely famous. We own OKX. Surprise. Wait, what the fuck is going on right now, bro? All right, so it's known knowledge that none of us know. Block Biker must be up in the chat right now. He tagged me. He was like, we own OKX. So I guess we own OKX now. But again, yeah, Jack has haters, yo. Like, there's people out there that hate this man. Like ETs, and he's actually in the Asian community, and that's why it's hard to, that language barrier. It just is so easy to manipulate the systematic direction that we're headed, because we're speaking English. So anyone who doesn't speak English as a first language, we're talking alien. But this is insane. They said, fuck you, Jack. We're coming out with our own. We're not waiting for you anymore. So if you got some OKB, I don't know what that did to the price. Let's see what it did. $63. They selling the news though. Damn. Wow. Fabricated. Damn. Oh, okay. Whoa. Man, yeah, that's crazy. This isn't fair. They front ran this right here hard. They knew that 10 days ago, they knew this news was about to come out. The price pump 10 days ago. I'm on this chain though. I'm in Zen over there because I was just so curious on why they have so much Zen liquidity. I was like, yo, OKX is one of the only chains where it's fuck OKX, but they have like $10,000 of Zen liquidity. Like, and I don't even know why they're doing that. We should name it. They should have named it X2 since it's a layer 2. Yeah. I wonder why X1, knowing that they know Jack, knowing that Jack knows the Polygon team. I think it's just a big ass FU though. So like this is the thing that trips me out. OKX, oh wow, it's actually more expensive than my Moonbeam. That's sad. But whatever, I guess that's what it is. But yeah, OKX then they have $10,000 in liquidity over there. Only 9 transactions, but I'm still very curious. I'm like, yo, why do they hold so much Zen over there? Like, are they just waiting for people to show up or something? Like, what is going on? But maybe there might be some ARB right now with that news. This looks like a good chart, and it's really easy to use their decks if you've never used OKX decks. When I was first doing cross-chain swaps, I was using their decks. They have a very simple decks. And I mean, they have a lot of liquidity, so I felt comfortable swapping on this decks because I knew I would get like my $400, $500, $1,000. You would get that on the other side with something like this. You're going to go 10K plus. I don't really know. It's up to you. But if you're doing like hundreds and thousands of dollars, like this is a perfect bridge for that type of stuff. See, you can bridge Zens over too. That shit is crazy. So it's almost like this thing like remembered where I was. It's like XeNFI, but it's OKX Dex. Wow, man, this might be a move right now, man. This might be a move. $9 million market cap. Are they they're recycling the Ethereum side? Okay, yeah, this is Zen ETH. Okay. What about OKX? What do they look like? Okay, Zen. I mean, no one outside they don't really know who we are, so what crazy news? What crazy news? Big congratulations to OKX. Congratulations, Jason Lowe. I hope you enjoy your X1 chain. I think it's gonna do you exactly what it should do. You should feel nice and secure. But yeah, it looks like everyone's just making fun. Is there X chain? LOL, does that mean they had to change the name? Wow, what a weird world. Can't wait to see what this does. That would be pretty funny if it changed the name. Where like it's like, oh, we gotta change the name because these fools did some dumb shit. Damn, this is still cooking over here. We'll see how many of these mined while we were just chatting crypto. Cause I'm about to wrap it up here, guys. About to end the stream Z's. We've been talking about it all day. And again, I think Zen price is propped up right now. I think all of the Zens are being propped up by the ETH price, because if ETH runs away, that's the speculation on all these other chains. People think that they're going to become millionaires on the subchains. I think the subchains are for burning. So you could become a millionaire if you're hodling, because people are buying it to burn. So that's how I see your millionaire scenario. However big the avalanche of users coming to the side chains to grab Zen to burn for X1 chain, that is what's going to be the catalyst for all these other Zens. But up until then, they'll follow in the footsteps of Zen on ETH. So as Zen on ETH decides to have upwards momentum, so will the ones below. So that's always something to keep in mind. These will all rise as this rise, right? A rising tide rises all boats, and that's what Zen should do. The only reason it wouldn't would be because the communities on these chains don't believe in them, and then that would go back to the validation that you can deploy a coin on a chain even in a fair launch environment, but it does not mean that users will use the coin, which is fine. But it just the vaporware concept of people release coins and swear to God people will use them. It's like, no, have you ever heard of Doge Zen? Came out fairly launched. Nobody fucking used that shit. But then they made a $20 million market cap on the ETH side. You know? They were the first exchange to mint. Yeah, they were. They even invited Jack to do a panel back in the day. That was one of the craziest panels I heard too, because it was like a translator and Jack at the same time. Jack just said he owns OKX. Not sure if he's joking on the Telegram. I think he's joking. There's no way he owns it, but there's probably maybe people in his camp, because also he's Silicon Valley dude. So there had to be a lot of people from mainland China in Silicon Valley working. At a company I worked at a couple of years ago, it was heavily invested in by a Chinese company, and the Chinese mainland people that invested in the company, they would come to America, and I would mingle with them and like talk to them. They'd be hella cool and shit. But like that was like the relationship between the two worlds was the product. Like I would have never crossed paths with those motherfuckers if it wasn't for the product. So I think that's the same thing happening with OKX. Like it's an opportunity, and they just happen to be latched on, and there's so much confusion in the Asian community. Like, oh my god, they spinning them in circles and circles. But XENBLOCKs, that's what's here to level the playing field. Because now you can just mine these and get super far away from mediocre experiences, and so on and so on. Man, oh man. DB Zen is at $1. So DB Zen rejected right off of the downtrend, looking like it wants to go to $53. Now again, this is still a BZ. This is a buy zone right here, man. You want to know why? Because most of the Zen doesn't come out until March. Like, you gotta be dumb as hell to think that DB Zen is fucking dead right now. Like, you gotta be like brain dead. Like, the amount of brain deadness you have to have has to be like, you're so not in Zen, and I know it. Most of the Zen doesn't come out until February and March. So in this particular time, the price should be dropping because no one even knows if they should buy Zen. So no one's thinking about DB Zen. And again, DB Zen, they did themselves a disjustice by not cooking a DB Zen program or dApp that's connected to Zen so it can benefit from its pumps. That's on them, though. They thought they could just daisy chain to the pump, but now at least for me, if I was to release a project on Zen, the first thing I would do is make sure I have a solid Zen liquidity pool, because that's where you can really start to build, because Zen is on its own, like it's doing its own thing. It's gonna bring in value, and you can just be attached to it. And DB Zen eventually, I think, will be attached to it. I'm not doubting that, and that's why, again, I think this is a BZ. I think this is a buy zone. Going into 24 before most of the people have their Zen, and then they can burn in the lobby, and then that's what rages the interest in the lobby again, because a bunch of people show up because they have Zen, right? It's gonna be a phenomenon in March. It's gonna be a phenomenon. So this is cool to see. It's cool to see it respecting the trend. Again, you're probably gonna get a dip here. What you could do is you could do a Fibonacci retracement from the top. You could just pull it down. Follow the trend. There's no real down here. How can we build this out? Let's just say we want to go 50% lower from here, because that's typically what it does. It seems that if you're going to have a drop, it's going to be around 50% when it's a fair launch, because that's a good hold number. Yeah, so I guess this would be it right here. What I'm trying to see right now is where the accumulation zone is going to truly be in this scenario here. because it's free falling, but it's not free falling because it's just manipulation from people unstaking and selling and not believing in the vision, and ignoring the fact that the most of the Zen is coming out in March. So if you can ignore that fact, but now that I know that's a fact, so I know people are going to come back and burn, and I know when they come back and burn, even if it's a little bit, that shit adds up. And when that free ETH comes, I'm going to be there with a bag of DXN waiting. You know what I'm saying? If that's the only cycle we get, then whatever. I'll sell my DXN tokens in March, but I'm waiting for that next cycle. I think that's going to be when we see what's really good. Also, DB Zen attacks Zen from all angles. And what I mean by that is you're going to get DB Zen on Future Zen and DB Zen on Spot Zen. So that's the DB xeNFTs is the Future Zen. This is the Spot Zen, the Vanilla Mint DB Zen. All right. So we got the fib on here. We're close to the retracement zone. So let's go ahead and move this line up. Oh shit. Give me this yellow line here. I'm gonna put that right there. So this is where we want to hold. Let's erase this now. This is gonna be the golden pocket here. As you can see, like we're right in it. If we break below this, you can expect to just drop another 50% from this top here and potentially go lower every 50%. Let's go ahead and move this up a little bit. Rearrange the chart here. It's actually fitting a little bit better. Yeah, open it up a little bit. So let me just see what's another 50 from that. That'd be 100. That'd be your 99% right there. 29 cents. $0.29. Nice. I would still buy DXN at 29 cents. But we're running into math. Math is starting to come into play. It's like, how do we get to 29 cents with Ethereum going up in price and this being paired in ETH? And then these coins not growing massively to offset the amount of ETH in here. Because you need like someone like wiping out their bag. But if no one wants to wipe out their bag because they're like, I'm waiting until March, then you know that the floor is being, or like the staking floor is happening right now. So I'm curious to see how many people are going to stay at it. I'm keeping my positivity based on there's going to be more Zen, so there should be more activity. And the real concept of I was going to sell my DBs that I got today wouldn't be until I'm in March and watching everybody's mannerisms with their Zen and speculating that into the future. That's kind of how I think of DB Zen being played. It's not going to be good for today, but it will definitely play out for tomorrow. And if Zen is successful, it should be successful, and the price should appreciate even faster if Zen is going up in price. It won't even need to wait for Zen to be in abundance again in March to appreciate in price. But if it does have to wait, that's what the time kicks back in. But yeah, Zen looks like it's already bottomed out. I don't care what anyone says. You can pull the rug right now, but the rug pull would not be a Zenian, so it would get eaten up. Everybody would buy it up. Like this account's been wrecking us. Beep. But every time they sell, someone's there to eat it up. They're doing a great job trading. They're doing a great job trading. But yeah, every time there's a sell, there's somebody there to buy it up. Because it's a buy the dip right now. And that's what creates super pumps. Is when everybody's buying the dip and then one person goes, I don't know if I'm going to get anything lower than this. Let me put in my big bid. And then price go crazy. That's what you all want, right? Green dildos. But yeah, so we'll keep your eye out on DXN, VMPX, all that jazz. I'm about to sign up out of here. We've been talking for about 2 hours now. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, though, is the members stream, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to join some of the alpha stream, dive in deeper, get some questions answered, or if you have any things you want to bring to the table, it's kind of an open AMA just to have a conversation about crypto and be a little bit more transparent on how I'm moving. So I'm not in a public space, basically. So yeah, if you want to come to the private chat, that's going to be Wednesdays, 12 p.m. It's everybody that's in the Let's Talk Crypto membership, which is a $9 membership. But we do have a $2 membership just to get a green banner in the chat. That $2 membership is just to support the channel, bro. You know, it ain't nothing. I mean, what am I going to do with $2? But if you feel like this content is valuable and you enjoy Crypto Brush sessions and you can't afford $10 a month, feel free to drop that too. Support the channel. And yeah, as the channel grows, you know, everything grows. I wish there was a way for me to keep tabs on everything. And really, it's just your interaction. So the more you interact with me, the more you're gonna I'm gonna see you. But if you if you're not interacting, I won't see you. You know, you just buy it, and I'll just be like, oh, there you are. But yeah, when you come into the chat, I'll be able to see you there as well. And we're gonna be doing that shit tomorrow. So until tomorrow, guys, stay zen, stay creative, and don't let the status quo manipulate your vision. You got it. Be up. Peace. Oh yeah, hit that like button on your way out. Hit that like button on your way out. Help me with the algo. A lot of people stopping through, forgetting to hit the L. That's cool though. But hit that like button on your way out. Let's get it. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.